Obviously, the really exciting thing for clinicians is to have an appliance, right? To have a gizmo, a gadget, a widget. And the power of this widget that I created is enormous because it can create an amazing arch form in not only the upper but the lower. And it's a process that takes, about 4 to 5 months in the upper and about 9 months in the lower to achieve that really nice arch dimension. The reality is, if you silo or segregate the exercises from the appliance and you concentrate on the appliance, basically you're 9 months down the track before you realize, oh, didn't Simon talk about exercises? So you think, okay, now we're in a good place because the arch development is nice, they're looking really good, the teeth have lined up, we've hit our goals, and yeah, let's see if they can do their exercises now. When a kid looks in the mirror, smiles, and sees their teeth are straight, they're done. Right? They're finished. In their mind, they are completely finished. They don't care what you say, but they know they don't need to do anything more. So my exercises are conditional to me carrying out the treatment from the first phase, from the first steps. I have no exercises at all in the first couple of visits. It's all about just getting everyone used to the appliance. By the second or the third visit, I introduce the exercises. Now, this is about 1 month into the process, less sometimes, 2 weeks into the process. Now, what level of motivation do we have at that point when the mouth is unchanged? Right? It's just basically a complete mess, worsened by the fact that you've got 2 blocks of plastic in the mouth. Well, at that point, their frustration is, I can't eat and I can't talk. Well, guess what my exercises are? It's training you to eat with control and to talk with control. So I tell them, you're never going to learn to eat and you're never going to learn to talk unless you start doing my exercises. And guess what? They do my exercises and they get better at eating and they get better at talking. All right, then that becomes part of the process. All right, they're paired, twinned. It's a doubles partnership. It's not just singles tennis, it's doubles. When the second month passes and I ask them how the exercise is going and mum says, oh, he's not doing it, guess what I do? We stop turning the plates. And they said, oh, what do you mean stop turning the plates? He says, we stop turning the plates. No more turning of the plates. And then mum will say, are we finished? I said, no, we're not finished. He says, but how will it get better if they don't turn the plate? And the answer is, they won't get any better if they don't turn the plate. And turning the plate is conditional of me supervising you, and I won't supervise you if you don't do the exercises. Oh, so they go home and they do the exercise. But the next time they come in, and if the plate is turned, but they didn't do the exercises, then I say, well, I'm taking the plates back and I'm going to give you your money back because I'm not treating you anymore. I'll keep the deposit because that's paid for this time, but you're on your own now. So that's how I get them to do GOPex. With GOPex, we're 9 to 12 to 18 months down the track. and their teeth are finally straight and the space is really nice. And they will say, when are we finished, Simon? When can we finish? And I said, well, when you can show me perfect GOPex control, we stop wearing the plates during the day. So show me. You can't show me? Go home and practice until you can show me. And when you can prove that you have control, you don't have to wear the plates to school anymore. How about that for a deal? So they go and do the exercise. Oh, do we still have to wear it during the day at home? Yes, until you can show me you have control of that exercise. All right, so everything is conditional to the fact that it's a paired structure. The exercises are part of the process. You don't do the process, I don't treat you. When you treat the exercises as an afterthought, they will too. When you put it up front and foremost, then they have to follow your lead. Now, the flip side of the coin is they don't have to do any of the exercises if you are doing phase 1. Right? So if you make a decision with the parents because the kid's not compliant, that this is just going to be a phase 1 activity, right? We're just using orthodontic expansion. It just happens to be removable. You just make your width on the top, you make your width on your bottom, and then they just wear a retainer at night until their teeth change over, and then you put the braces on. And then they wear a retainer for the rest of their life. And you don't have to do any exercise. Because you've made a decision with the parent that this is going to be an orthodontic treatment. Right, it's just the phase 1 and phase 2 orthodontics. Just traditional phase 1, phase 2, you're just using a different tool.